Psychic powers. How to know if you have them. Physic powers allow perceptions to go beyond the physical body. They are part of the daily life of many people. You'll find a number of references in books, movies, and on the internet about powers psychics such as telepathy, clairvoyance, intuition, and premonition, which are some types of perception not physical or extraphysical. But surely you've come here wondering how to develop psychic powers. In today's article we will learn what are the most common and see how you can know if you have psychic powers. In addition, we include a test of physic powers that you can use easily to discover which one you have. Psychic powers. Most of us have probably thought of this at some point in our lives. Perhaps one day you feel that you have very clear intuition. Another day you can experience a déjà vu. At another time you experience a lucid dream or even clairvoyance. Perhaps it happened when you were younger. We are all psychic. Then, how develops physic powers? How do I know if I already have physical abilities after experiencing one or more of these situations? The answer is very simple. Everyone is psychic. Some of us are more psychic than others. When it comes to develop physic powers, there are those who do it more easily than others, but we all have the ability to be physic with adequate training and techniques. Physic powers are, in fact, a kind of intelligence. Some can be learned in the same way that you learn to play the piano or driving a car. You only have to learn how to be psychic. But it is important to understand that there are people who have this intelligence much more developed than others, so for them is simply a part of their lives. Others seek to develop, increase, or control these psychic powers. If you want to know if you already have this type of skills, or physic intelligence, pay attention as you advance through life to events that may lead you to this conclusion. Understanding the psychic powers. Before we move to the test of psychic powers, the first step is to understand the different ways information can reach you. If you touch a metal doorknob, you will feel the sensation that is cold. You feel this through a physical sense. If you're lying in your bed, relaxed, and clearly feel a sensation of tingling between the eyebrows, it persists for more than 1 minute. And it feels as if a feather is touching that area, when there is nothing in direct physical contact, then it could be your psychic perception in action. In other words, the feeling cannot be explained in physical terms, and points to a non-physical body that we have, the energy of the body. If you have your eyes open and look at a person in front of you, you see the details of the face, the hair, the eyes. This is product of your eyes, brain, and all the physical parts of your body involved in the physical view. If, however, you see a shiny wrapper around the person, about 5 centimeters in thickness, with a brightness and colors around the head, then this is a psychic power. You are seeing his aura, something that is pristine and is not accessible through the physical eyes. People often ask me if these things could not be just our imagination. The issue is that the imagination is something that you decide to put into operation. It is your strength of will in action. We can apply these same tests to differentiate the physical and physic perceptions. In the example the metal doorknob, you can ask yourself, I am imagining this physic ability? If after checking that you are still feeling the chill of metal, you already know that perception is real. Requires you to be in a passive receptive state, trying to listen or receive the perception and without leaving your expectation to interfere. If you train this skill with your physical perceptions, it will be easier for you to identify when you have a physic perception. Test of psychic powers. Ask yourself these 10 questions and discover what physic powers you have. Did you ever felt drained after meeting someone? As if you need a nap? Did you ever had the feeling that something is about to happen to someone around you, only to discover that it really happened after a while? Did you ever visited a friend at his home, felt good arriving, but then started to feel very tired, without having eaten or drunk anything at the moment? Did you ever woken up recalling a very lucid dream or an out-of-body experience? Have you ever had a lucid out-of-body experience? What about clairvoyance? Have you ever had a moment where you were able to see other dimensions or people who have died? Intuition, is it common for you? How relevant are your intuitions? Have you ever been able to predict the future? What about past events? Have you ever had a retrocognition or memories of a former life? Did you ever felt spontaneous vibration inside your body when you wake up or while falling asleep? If you have answered yes or agree to any of these questions, there is a chance that you have a good level of psyche. It is a good approach to exercise how to develop your powers of physics through training. Psychic powers, list of most common physic abilities. Clairvoyance, clear view, you can see scenes and places that are far away, or hidden things, without using the physical eyes. Clairvoyance enables one to perceive scenes and mental imagery with the mind's eye. Clairaudience, heard clear, you can hear sounds or words from other kingdoms or distant. Clairaudience enables one to listen to words and sounds not perceived by the physical ears. Clairempathia, clear emotion, can you feel the emotions of another person? Psychometrics, perceive information about a person, a place or an object, holding an object that belongs to that person or place in your hands. In psychometrics you usually hold a small personal object, such as a watch, ring, key. Psychokinesis, the ability to move objects with the power of the mind. Intuition, you can perceive an idea, knowledge or information directly. This is what is commonly called a hunch. Intuition is a kind of inner knowing, the certainty of something. Telepathy, you can read the thoughts of others and send them your thoughts. Mental influence, an advanced type of telepathy which enables one to influence the minds of others. Psychic healing, the ability to cure headaches or disease through the transfer of some kind of healing energy. Auric sight, the ability to see or feel the aura colors, and therefore understand certain things about states of mind, emotions, thoughts or the health of other people. Your interest is a sign. Another sign to keep in mind is when we show a particular interest in the subject. If you were interested in the test of psychic powers, this means that we have a greater awareness of what is happening, so we have a better opportunity to increase and develop our skills. Curiosity, motivation, and dedication are the key to the development of psychic powers. The ideal would be that everyone can develop this intelligence in order to add it to all other capabilities we already have, then our understanding of life could be much higher. Knowledge is necessary for the development of psychic abilities. Reading, study and practice will be able to understand your actual level of psyche, as well as to develop psychic powers with this intelligence. The application of techniques for psychological development in a healthy state. It is important to mention that you also must focus on the application of techniques to achieve physical experiences, while you are in a healthy condition, where you can exercise your lucidity and mental capacity completely. Because of this, if you take any type of drugs, supplements, plant, root, or anything that may alter your mental abilities, it will not help, especially when you are trying to understand what are the physical abilities. Physic powers and faith. Another common theme related to this issue is if you should or not believe in psychic powers. Experts propose that do not believe in anything blindly and that you try to validate what you learn with your own experiences. Approaching the subject with an open mind with a healthy dose of skepticism can be very useful in the differentiation of the sensations of the physical body, the imagination and the real psychic perception. This approach requires accepting that sometimes we aren't sure what is happening. This is normal and you should not be discouraged. The universe within and around us is very complex. What is important is to have new experiences and learn how to identify your powers of physics in action as you gather experience. Personal growth and parapsychism. Physic powers are natural abilities, and as such, they can be learned or you may have them spontaneously. Learn how to work with energies through honest and valiant attempts will help you to learn more about the areas of your personality that you can improve, self-knowledge, and will also help to ensure a healthy development of psychic abilities. The stereotypical image of physic powers. A lot of movies unfortunately portray psychic powers as something dark, in the films of terror, for example, mystical, in some dramas and action films, or belonging to a person that is unbalanced and unstable, to avoid the word crazy, which has a serious disease, a brain tumor, suffered an injury, had a near-death experience or was hit by lightning? These references can give the erroneous impression that the physic abilities only occur in strange circumstances. This is not the case at all. There are a lot of healthy people who had extraordinary physic experiences that made them more mature. There are also people who apply a rational approach of their psychic abilities and apply these experiences to personal growth, which is the approach that we have here explained.